So, ladies and gentlemen, these are my parents. My gross dad, as you guys know, and this is my mom, Cheryl. Cheryl. Otherwise, I'm sorry, Al. And she did kick me. So, guys, say hello.
Hey.
Hello.
How you doing?
And the question is, they've been married for 45 years, and they're celebrating it today. So, congratulations, guys. Yay, yay, yay.
Thank you.
And the first thing I'm going to ask is, how long did you date before you guys decided to get married?
About 2 years.
About 2 years, yeah.
But actually, more importantly...
See, your mom was going out with this...
Anyway, and more importantly, how'd you guys meet?
Well, see, your mom was going out with this guy who was a student. Where was he a student? At Princeton?
At Rutgers.
Rutgers? One of those small schools.
But that's not it.
Oh,
We had his friend, Audrey, insisted that we
My
belong
future aunt.
together. And she did everything she possibly could do to make sure that we got together, including scaring off my other boyfriends. So...
I won't characterize who this individual was. Let's just say he was an inferior quality.
Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so she arranged it so that we would get together.
And on that note, so how was dating?
Dating was Drake.
We spend when he was home from school, we spent time together. I was at Douglas and he was at Delaware State. So when we had when we had breaks and things like that, we got together and spent days together and stuff like that.
Now, Douglas is on Rutgers, for those who don't know. And
By the way, prior to meeting this individual, alcohol had never passed my lips.
Oh,
I took my first drink.
he was so
As a
pure.
result of
Good.
being
Somebody
around-
had to corrupt him.
wow, Mom.
I rest
Seriously?
my case. Thank you very much. And I've been downhill ever since. So everybody who always talks about me and says, well, yeah, this is the reason why.
But let's talk about the engagement, Dad, which totally, that story really...
Once I decided to end my life as we know it and marry this individual, I'm a big sci-fi fan. So the movie out of that time was one I really wanted to see. It was called, are you ready for this? Green Slime.
Everybody knows about this.
With Robert Horton. It was a great movie.
It sucked.
One of the cheesiest, cheapest.
By the way, the camera's shaking. It's me laughing.
They didn't even have a letter to characterize this movie in terms of quality, how bad it was. But I loved it. It was so bad. Anyway, after that movie, which, you know, we laughed the rest of the night. So we were over at Audrey's house. Audrey.
Yes. Who was the person who introduced us and insisted that we belong together.
The perpetrator of all this. And did you just wipe your nose?
Dad,
No, my
Ew.
eyes.
Oh.
focus.
Oh. And
This is what 45 years of love brings you. Yes, snot. Go on.
we were on the back
Mom,
porch.
you just wiped it on him.
Tears,
Yes, tears. Slimy tears.
not snot.
Green slime is what I
Can we
like.
go on with the story, please?
And she was sitting on the back porch, and I asked her, I took the ring out and I said, do you want this?
He held it up in the air and says to me, "Do you want this?"
Which is ghetto for, would you marry me?
Which I said,
I came from the ghetto.
"Are
so.
you, by some strange form or fashion, asking me to marry you?" Because I had to interpret
And I said,
what he was trying to say.
I said, yeah, that's what I just said. What, don't you talk English?
And me, with my infinite lack of wisdom, said yes.
Because she is from Barbados, so she hears strange things. So. She
All the
understood exactly
content
what I
from
was
this
saying.
is going to be denied by me.
Anyway, that's how it all started. And 45 years later, I'm bald, with gray hair in my nose and every place else.
No, that was me, Dad.
Oh. I used to look good. I used to have long, flowing black hair, and nice
Where?
mustache.
And
Long
45
flowing-
years later,
I had this big afro that looked like a
I'm still
satellite-
here,
satellite dish.
Long flowing black hair.
wondering what got into me.
I had sideburns down to here. They call them mutton chops. I was hot.
I used to be an intelligent young lady, but
We're just really not going to ask about the wedding or anything.
Bajans were never intelligent. Let's
Dad, really?
you are going to die.
Oh,
You
sorry.
are going to get. I'm going to do some gris on you
See what I mean?
and fix it.
She has
Anyhow,
Ladies and gentlemen, any racial.
ethnic slurs.
I apologize now. If I've lost anybody, I'll run with you.
Anyway, that's summary of how it all started.
What about the wedding, Dad?
The wedding. What about the
he was
wedding?
late.
I was late. It was a snowstorm. I was in Edison and she was in Orange, where I had to drive in a blizzard to get to. And she's concerned about me being late. She should have been concerned about me being alive to get there.
You know, I knew you'd be alive because I had 5 brothers who take care of you if you were.
They would kill you if.
Wah, wah,
Anyway,
wah, wah.
he was.
I'm driving
It was
up
a
the parkway.
snowstorm. It was. It was.
Blind in snow. I had to
There was
reach out
snow.
and wipe snow off
Snow-
the windshield because it was packing on so hard.
Snow and ice on
10
the
miles
ground.
uphill both directions. It was a horrible thing, ladies and gentlemen.
Cats and dogs
No, it
fighting.
wasn't.
Cats and dogs, elephants mating with gorillas. It's a horrible thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. Uphill both
Anyway.
ways.
Anyway,
I slushed through and I made it to the wedding, to the chapel. I got there, walked through cold water too because I was wearing high waters and.
oh yes, he had the highest waters. Oh my,
Oh my
God.
God.
Oh God, there were some hot pants.
His high waters were so high.
Anyway. And it was
Me
necessary because it
laughing
was funny.
I've seen the picture.
It is a beautiful picture.
Oh God.
I mean, there was about this much in between.
At least they weren't white socks, they were black socks.
Yeah, well,
His shins
I'll
were
give you
cold.
that.
I'll say.
I'll give you
I'll
that.
say his shins were cold. They were so high.
Oh yes, definitely, definitely.
And
Anyway, we
But
got
it-
married.
we
and
were
had a
both
good
in.
time.
He was finishing up school, and I was still in school. We got married on a weekend. I had a final exam the Monday. We got married on a Saturday, and I had a final exam on Monday. So we didn't go on a honeymoon or anything like that because we were in between.
Shut up, Dad.
But it was a short, intense wedding night.
oh God.
Oh, will you
Really,
stop?
Dad?
Yeah, really.
Anyway,
Again,
we had things
I'm
to do.
sorry.
But we had the wedding at
Yes.
my family's house in Orange. It was very, very cute. I spent $11 on my wedding dress.
She made it.
I made it myself.
It cost that much? $11?
Yes.
Wow.
I just mentioned
And my veil was borrowed.
My high water pants cost more.
And we had blue was part of the dress.
it. You did.
And we had my family help me help us pay for the cake and all of that. We had a great time. All 3 floors in the house had something going on. One floor was for the young people. The middle was for everybody who wanted to sit down and just converse. And then the basement was for the lushes, those who wanted to
Imagine
drink and
three stories of
carouse.
Americans and Bajans partying with drinks and cake and food all over the place.
It was
It
fun.
was a spectacle. We had elephants and gorillas mating.
Stop.
Cats and
Stop. Stop. But I had the best seat in the house. I'll just end
Yeah,
it.
she bogarted in there. But we shall not talk about this.
Anyway, that was it for anybody who's interested. 45 years later, here we are,
Here we are.
relaying this story to the public.
So anything else to close this, Dad? Mom,
Nope.
Dad,
That's about it.
since you've pretty much given hate to the rest of the world.
That's about it. I'm done. Thanks.
Dad,
What?
your wife.
Oh, happy anniversary, dear.
Oh God, I taped them kissing, and I get to see this all the
another
time. No, stop,
One more
Guys.
for Tricia.
no,
Okay.
stop.
Mwah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. And would you like to thank the audience for having to share this hell story?
Thank you all for your good wishes.
She's got great thighs.
And keep praying
God.
for me. Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. And I'll see you later. One last look, smile, give love. I can't stand you.